leading the way, on air, online, and on the go. WLWT News 5 at 5 starts now.
We begin tonight with breaking news: a guilty verdict just a short time ago in the blinking murder trial.
35-year-old Ricardo Woods is accused of shooting David Chandler. Now, prosecutors say that Chandler identified Woods as the killer by blinking his eyes during a taped interview with police. WLWT News 5's Laura Borchers is live tonight with the jury's decision. Laura?
Mike and Cherie, just minutes ago, family members of the victim exited the courtroom quietly. Now, the family and friends of Ricardo Woods were very frustrated, and they did let that be known as they exited the courtroom. He was found guilty of felonious assault and murder. Jurors did find him not guilty of purposeful murder. Now, in this trial, prosecutors did say that in the police video you can clearly watch as a dying and paralyzed David Chandler IDs the man who shot him. He blinks his eyes when police said Ricardo Woods' street name. The jury's decision that Woods was guilty after 3 days of deliberations. Now, Woods' defense argued the blinking identification was unreliable considering Chandler was on medication following the 2010 shooting. We caught the reaction of Woods' family and friends as they fled the courtroom. Take a look.
I just don't see how he got that. Man,
What's your name?
that's some bull, man. It don't matter what my name is. That's some bull, though, man.
Now, Woods has heard a guilty verdict on those charges, but his trial is not complete. The judge will actually rule tomorrow on additional charges that are in her hands, not the jury's. Reporting live, I'm Laura Borchers, WLWT News 5.
All right, Laura, thank you. We do have some breaking news now downtown we want to tell you about. A transformer caught fire and fell onto the sidewalk next to a building. This is happening at 3rd and Plum. So that building has been evacuated just as a precaution, but also happening right now. There are reports of smoke pouring out of a manhole. This is happening at 5th and Plum. We do not know if these two are related. We will bring you more information as soon as we get it.
Weather, a big story as well today. Off and on downpours all across the tri-state. Looking live right now, there are flood advisories issued. Most of the rain and lightning has moved south, but question is, what's next?
Well, check out Power of 5 Live radar, Mike. You can see a lot of that rain, as you mentioned, has drifted its way off towards the south. Right now, the really only game in town is up across parts of Warren and Clinton County here. A little bit of lightning still left out there, as you can see, courtesy of our lightning tracker north of Wilmington. But this activity beginning to diminish, too. So the thunder and lightning up around Lebanon is gone. Of course, we've got the big casino event going on tonight with the concert down at the Horseshoe. Good news for now. It looks like a lot of the rain has ended, and I'm actually expecting it to be a much drier evening. But here's the reason why those flood advisories were in effect. Check it out, especially along and south of the Ohio River, where you see these green shadings, represents about an inch to maybe even upwards of 1.5 inches of rainfall across the area. So it's been hit or miss. Not everyone has seen quite as bit. Some of you have seen more. Others have seen less across the area, but almost 1.25 inches there just south of Independence and parts of Kenton County. All right, here's your forecast for the evening. Temperatures are in a rain-cooled 70s right now, even 60s across much of northern Kentucky. So here is your forecast for the evening. Not as wet out there, and I wouldn't even rule out a peek or two at the sun. It's not necessarily going to be sunny and bright. Let's just call it kind of damp and gloomy, but good news for folks that will be attending the concert this evening, Mike and Cherie. I don't think they're really going to need an umbrella in terms of soaking, drenching rains. Could see a brief shower, yeah, but it doesn't look like a big downpour like we had earlier.
All right. Kev, thank you very much. Usually the horseshoes for good luck, so they're hoping that works tonight. We're watching the sky.